That's our time for Rewind tonight. Come back to us tomorrow as Ryan's Fancy continues their visit in the Irish Cape Shore. And they're scheming to anchor the district nurse in Pigeon Inlet.
No, wait until you see her. Wait until you see her. If you want to, then we're all agreed. We can all give the whole thing up. But until then, press on.
For the honor, glory, and medical progress of Pigeon Inlet.
Fair enough. We got him.
The best in homegrown television.
Paddy, where'd you learn that one?
Well, I was about 97 years old, and I was the only one that you had in the house. There was nobody to look after, so they had to take me to a dance. Usually young people that age wouldn't be doing dance, so why I remember is the first one ever I saw, and I was very excited. And, it's a funny thing, I've never forgot.
Where did you learn to play the penny whistle?
Well, I was about 13 when I got the first whistle. That's when I was showing you the other night, and I still got it. I've never parked it. I'm after having dozens of them since. First the old man used to get after me. He couldn't hardly get me cut up stick of wood. They sent me out cut up wood and not have the whistle high, and probably when he'd look out, he'd know somebody hear the whistle. Maybe you're away trying to get, with the fingers on the whistle. And one day I started and I picked up, that was the very first tune ever I learned to play. It's that one that we played there together now. And how it was. I got the first bar of that. And I carried on from that then. Once I got the first tune, it seemed like that was, I was over the hump, then we say. After that, once I got a tune, I learned them off, then it'd be only a day or two till I get them,
Where did you get such a vast wealth of song and music?
Well, the man that reared me was traditional for that, because he was really a wonderful hand on the old Irish songs, and he liked the old Irish songs, and he was a good hand to sing them. And I remember people coming to the house for him when I was a boy. He'd be home the night, probably. He'd be having a party, and 2 or 3 of them would come and give him a couple of drinks, and he had to go with him. We would get back there in 12 o'clock in the night, He had an awful lot of the old Irish songs, and he was very fond of them, which I didn't blame. He really believed in the Irish songs. He had a lot of them, because his mother was strictly Irish.
Why is there such a vast wealth of Irish music along the Cape Shore?
Well, sir, the first music and songs were brought in Cape Shore was brought here personally by Irish people. There's not like tunes that's picked up on a record today from stereo or something coming on radio or TV. You got it right from the person. They sang the tunes, and so they didn't know any. They never bothered with any other tunes because they didn't have to. They had lots of tunes themselves, Irish people, and they've well good. If you wanted to learn another one, it came across it, you might learn it. But mostly the Irish tunes didn't use because they had as good a tunes as they could get. So.
Why did it live on here, Paddy?
Because it passed down from one generation to the other. And if they weren't TV and radio today like they are, they still be there.
And did they celebrate, let's say, Irish feast days and stuff?
Oh, my St. Patrick's Day then, it was just as much as Christmas Day. Just looked upon just as much as Christmas Day. Then times we had 4 or 5 events in the year. There was Christmas, Easter, Patrick's Day, and there was one more, the 15th of August. They were the great days for they'd all have, they couldn't get liquor, they'd have the drop of homebrew, maybe a keg of beer and someone like that,
How about your wife, Bridie? Does she sing?
She's the same as I am, so she's all the old-time songs and that tunes she never learned because she never learned to play, but the old Irish songs she loves them. And in fact, it doesn't matter. I often forget a bit of an Irish song and and she'll put me in on it. She remembers it.
Oh, at 6 o'clock in the morning, the sail we will unlock. From that to Siglin Hill, for to root and toss the bog. And on our way to Siglin Hill, I met with a comely fair, and I knew she was enticing by the curling of her hair. Oh, good morning now, my pretty fair maid, good morning, sir, said she. Are ye the lately comers to the penitentiary? Now if you're the lately comers, sure I'll try to make a do, for the stew you some molasses for the wheat on your burgo. Oh, the word is scarcely spoken when McGilly hove from sight. He frightened the old devil, he's not weird, it was so white. Be ye be gone now out of it, if you've nothing for to do. If you don't be very civil, sure I'll shorten your burgo. Oh, at 6 o'clock in the evening to the cell we would go back, and all about the hunger Paddy Quilty he would chat. To bring the tears down from your eyes and surely make you cry. It's a part of our punishment before we have to die. Now come all ye wives and Mary's men who goes out on the spree. Let nothing introduce you to the penitentiary. For I've been there last summer and I'll never go there no more. When I think on Oakley Johnson who was porter on the door.
Well, we'd like to do a song now for Patsy and Bridie, the Golden Jubilee. Take it away, Fergie.
Way down in the county Kerry, in a place to call Tralee, that's behind old Cup of Ale, and there in Kate and Pat McGee, they're going to have a hoolie and the Golden Jubilee. Well, Kate the she to Pat McGee, come listen here to me. Oh, but I'm your only Richard, and you call the Emerald Green. They got the hat me down and hang well on your old colleen, while the maids are rolling away, and I want them all to know just how we looked when we were wed 50 years ago. How well do I remember when first I was your bride, the little chapel on the Underhill where we stood side by side. Your hair was like a raven's wing, now it's turning grey. Oh, Patsy dear, come on and hear what I am going to say. Oh, but then you're only riches and you call the Emerald Green. They have to have me down and hang what on your old colleen, for the days are rolling away, and I want them all to know just how we looked when we were wed 50 years ago. How well do I remember when we danced in the village green. You had me in your arms, your Pat, and called me your Colleen. Good friends we met many, and troubles we met few. Oh, sweetheart dear, come on and hear what I'm going to tell to you. Hey, but I'm your only riches, and you call it Emerald Green. They got to hand me down and pat what I'm your own Colleen. All the days are rolling away, and I want them all to know just how we looked when we were wed 50 years ago. Oh, but I'm your only riches, and you call it Emerald Green. They got to hand me down and pat what I'm your own Colleen. All the days are rolling away, and I want them all to know just how we looked when we were wed 50 years ago. The ship is ready to sail away. Come, comrades, over the stormy sea. Our snow-white wings, they are unfurled, and soon we shall swim on the watery world. Do not grieve, love, do not grieve. The heart is true and cannot deceive. My heart and hand I'll give to thee. So farewell, my love, and remember me. Oh, wherein, my dear, it grieves my heart to think from you I'll have to part, where friend was ever so dear and kind. In sorrow now I must leave behind. Do not grieve, love, do not grieve. The heart is true and cannot deceive. My heart and hand I'll give to thee. So farewell, my love, and remember me.
Welcome back. We're here in Branch, a community set on the southwestern tip of St. Mary's Bay, just a short distance from the Cape Shore. And this community, like those on the Cape Shore, is steeped in Irish tradition. We'd like you to meet a man now, John Joe English, who has helped keep these traditions alive.
Boy, I didn't know the uncles call me Uncle Joe. My hair was black as all on gray. What's the odds when I feel gay? I love to sing a song with glee. Makes me as young as I used to be. How I love to sing for you. How I could sing with joy and glee. I was as young as I used to be. When I was young and in me prime, chasing the girls the most of me time, take 'em out each day for a drive, always had one boy me side. I hold him kissy just for fun, ain't forgot the ways it's done. If any girl here's in love with me, you find me as young as I used to be. How I love to sing for you, how I could sing with joy and glee. I was as young as I used to be.
Around John Joe English, 84 years of age. When you were growing up in Branch, you must have heard a lot of Irish songs.
I learned lots of Irish songs. All the old people that come here, they all had Irish songs singing. My mother too, she learned the first song I learned from my mother, and that was the one I learned. The dear spot in Ireland.
Can you give us a verse of that?
There's a dear spot in Ireland I'm longing to see. Is a bird of my home and heaven to me. And I left my dear mother in Ireland alone, in a neat little cottage we once called our home.
John, how many Irish songs do you think you know?
Well, I must know 100. I jotted down 200 that I could sing. There's the Irish, Scotch songs and American songs, Canadian songs, Newfoundland. And that's what I could remember at the time I was jotting them down. I didn't write them off, but I just put down the first words of the songs.
John Joe, can you do a bit of your now famous recitation, The Lobster Salad?
Last Saturday night I was invited by an old-time friend of mine to eat his lobster salad and drink his beer and wine. We drank a toast unto each other until the hour of 2. My head was a kind of shaking, my legs were shaking too. Anyhow, I staggered home. I think my prayers I said. Anyway, I was paralyzed when I got into bed. I dreamt I died and went to heaven, and I met St. Peter at the gate. Found repentance for me was just a bit too late. You go out, St. Peter says, you know you can't come in. You know you have to suffer for that awful gluttonous of sin. Now just then I turned away to hide me grief and shame, and I saw St. Peter's clerk goes by, lost about me name. The next who came was the Hebrew, a friend whom I knew well, and I listened to the story that he had to tell. Oh, goodly Father Peter, I come to you at last. There wouldn't a question I asked of you if you would let me pass. On earth I kept my clothes in the store, and my clothes are good and strong, and just to show you an overcoat I forgot to fit it along. You go out, St. Peter says, and very well you know, there's little use for overcoats in the place where you got to go. The next that came was an old maid, and she was bound to have her say, and she addressed St. Peter in a peculiar sort of way. Oh, goodly Father Peter, I come to you at last. There's one request I asked of you, if you would let me pass. Oh, blessed Father Peter, won't you let me in? Give me a nice little place to myself, away from those naughty men. You go out, St. Peter says, no angels have grey hairs. You got no sons nor daughters, so you cannot come in here. The next that came was Paddy, a son of old Arian's Isle, and he addressed St. Peter in a loving, gracious smile. You dish yourself, St. Peter, and you're looking so nice and sweet. Open the door and let me in and show me to me seat. Oh no, my boy, your case like the rest must be tried. You got to show a pass for it before you get inside. Hurry up, St. Peter, up for supper, I'll be late. He then took up the old slouch hat and he threw it beside the gate. Go get that hat, St. Peter says, yourself ready to slouch. Pat walked in, shut the gate, and he locked St. Peter out. And through the keyhole Paddy cried, I'm skipper now, you see. I'll give up the key, St. Peter, if you'll set out island free. Now when I awoke, my head was jammed between the bed and wall. My feet were tangled in the quilts, and lobsters done it all.
Attention pay my countrymen and hear my native news. Although my song is sorrowful, I hope you'll me excuse. I left my native country, a foreign land to see. I bid farewell to Donegal, likewise to Lenswilly. 'Twas on a summer's morning, by the dawning of the day, I left my peaceful, happy home to wander far away. And as I viewed that grand old glen, perhaps no more to see, I thought my heart would surely break in grief and Lenswilly.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Introducing the all-new 225 horsepower Acura TL. Nothing else can touch it. Acura, designed with purpose, driven by passion.
Talk of herbal medicine is beginning to grow.
The series is about us as a species. We are now having an impact on the planet that no other species has ever had. Whatever we do to that natural world will impact our use and more.
This Sunday morning, CBC Radio's Confederation series, Far From Shore, presents Playing with One Wing. This documentary by Ed Rich and Steve Palmer looks at Canada's secret agenda for coaxing Newfoundland into Confederation. That's Far From Shore, this Sunday morning at 8:40, following World Report on CBC Radio 1.
I'm bidding farewell to the land of my youth and the home that I loved so well, and the mountains grand in my own native land. I'm bidding them all farewell. With an aching heart I'll bid them adieu, for tomorrow I'll sail far away, for the raging foam to seek a home on the shores of America. But now it's not for the want of employment I'm going, that's not for the love of fame, or that fortune bright may shine over me and give me a glorious name. No, it's not for the want of employment I'm going, or the weary and stormy sea, but to seek a home for my own true love on the shores of America. And when I am bidding my last farewell, all the tears like rain will blind. For to think of my friends in my own native land and the home that I'm leaving behind. But if I am to die in a foreign land and be buried so far, far away, no fond mother's tears will be shed o'er my grave on the shores of America.
Paddy, your heritage has been here for several generations. Do you think the young people are going to carry it on?
I think I really believe right here in this school, as far as I can see, you know, right where I live, I see a good lot of young people, and quite a few, a good many of them, come to the house, and there's an Irish song comes on or an Irish tune, you hear a pin drop, you know, they really seem to like it. And I really think that they will. You're never going to get everybody at one time to listen to everything, and I think there's quite a few that really are good many, enough to keep it going, I'll tell promise you, that really like the Irish music and still uphold the Irish music.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the leaves are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide.
And Ryan Spancy sails on the Norma and Gladys. The best in homegrown television.
I'm